using with the trail cameras is that we know that there's a bear in there right now. So instead of going to sit, we're going to actually go in and try and spot and stalk this bear. If you can get your hands on technology, it's worthwhile using. Wow, 2021, what a year it's been. You know, with the pandemic, it's made things really tough, you know, to be able to get out, and with the social distancing, be able to have my cameraman with and so forth. So it's been a really tough season. So started off the spring bear season, regardless of everything that was going on, it was really good to be able to get out, get away from the media, get away from all the horrible things that we're hearing with this pandemic, and get out into the woods and relax a little bit, and do some bear hunting. And so I set up a few different bait sites and set up some spy point trail cameras with the cell phone, so it would send me photos, being that I'm about an hour drive away, which has been really handy actually. It's my first time using them. Worked out pretty good. You know, you'd be able to see different sized bears that are coming in, the times that they're coming, and it builds up you know, it just builds it up. Like you just can't wait to get there. You know, while you're sitting at home, that bear is at the bait. You know, it's really cool. You know, it's something that I think every hunter should invest in. But so anyway, we come out, we do a lot of baiting, and spent a lot of time doing that. And then in springtime here in Manitoba, it's very, very typical for it to get very dry, and of course, forest fire season. And sure enough, forest fires set in this year, and it happened to be right in my bear area. And so they closed all backcountry travel. So we couldn't get to the bait sites. Barrels were drying up. Bears were moving on. It was terrible. All the months of work and weeks of traveling, and the money spent, and pretty much for nothing, because, you know, the big fire. Well, Mother Nature blessed us with some rain and put the fires out. And as soon as the backcountry travel was lifted, I scurried out here and set up my motorhome and brought ATV with me and got back out here, restocked up the baits, and sure enough, the bears were right back on it. But there's only a week left, not even. So I was at the point where I couldn't be normally as picky as I normally would be on the size. However, this was more about getting out, getting away from everything, enjoying Mother Nature, enjoying the outdoors, getting away from, you know, the pandemic, really. It's tough on you mentally, you know, and to be able to get out into the woods and enjoy it and take a break, it's good for you. So when I set up my trail cameras for black bear, what I like to do is set the trail camera up at about waist height, which would be about the size of a 45-gallon barrel. So you got to think of it this way. If a black bear is standing by the barrel and you've got your trail camera set too high, what's happening is you're actually looking down at the bear. You're seeing the barrel on the other side, which is actually misjudging the size of the animal, because now the bear appears to be lower than the barrel. By setting up the trail camera up more to barrel height, you'll be able to see exactly the height of the bear in reference to the size of the barrel. And a rule of thumb typically with black bear hunting is if the top of the bear's back is at the top of the barrel, it's generally a shooter. So this, by setting it up this way, it'll help you judge that bear a lot better. Bears typically like to have really dark cover, and they feel a lot safer. So if you set up your bait in something that's really dark and really thick, your chance of having bears coming out earlier in the day rather than at night, you know. But being adjacent to an open meadow like this, these kind of areas are going to green up faster. There's an old open clear cut here, and you get like stuff like this here, the young pines, and the grass will green up a lot faster. Eh? So typically when bears come out of hibernation, that's the first thing they're looking for.
Oh, there's a mighty tangle in here.
Nice and thick, just what the bears like to see. Nice and thick. "10 degrees cooler in here."
It is. The temperature drops almost immediately, eh?
Yep.
Amazing.
I was looking for this one. This is a big bear. I wonder if that one was getting stupid because of him. Oh, that's exciting. $45.70, baby.
Smacked my first black bear. Been out to help people get them, but Jason from Guide Country put me on this huge black bear here. Came in, Sal came in first, and she started coming up kind of around us, coming to the right. She was acting kind of weird. Then all of a sudden this brute pulled out, stuck his head out, had a shot. Hard to see the open sights in the old 45-70, but one shot, flattened him, big bear. Real happy.
Congratulations. So I'm here with my very good friend and guide, Corey Nichols. Corey's one of my moose guides at my camp in northern Alberta. And it's been a tough year, you know, with COVID and everything else. And we haven't had a chance to hang out together. So we figured, well, why not do a black bear hunt? I got my bear last week, phoned up Corey, said, hey, look, you got time? Got a big bear coming into a bait. I think it's time that we get you a big bear. And here it is. We got it. What do you think?
It's amazing. It's amazing, you know. I know there's a ton of hard work that goes into doing this, but the sheer adrenaline, you know, you see the videos, you see pictures of other people, but when it's you, 20 yards away from a beast like this, it's it's an experience. It's an awesome experience.
You know, it's one thing to be on, one thing to be a guide, right? I mean, a guide, we go out, we take people out every day. We're hunting for moose and black bear and all kinds of animals, but and we're doing all that hard work. We're doing the things behind the scenes that a lot of people don't see. We're setting up baits and we're scouting and we're spending endless time and money and being away from our families and to try and fulfill people's dreams. So it was really cool that this year we had the opportunity to be able to come out, give Corey an opportunity to get out here and fulfill a dream of his, which was to shoot a big Manitoba black bear. This is gonna be a hard bear to top.
So I hear.
It's a big bear. It's a big bear. So, yeah, it's been a real pleasure, Corey, being able to take you out not only as your guide on this hunt, but as your friend. I think that this is one that's going to go down in the memories book. We've also had help from great friends, Noel Lindsay, who typically is running my camera a lot of the times. He's very good and close friend of ours. Mr. Warren Graydon as well, been helping us out, coming out, running some cameras, brings his four-wheeler out, gives us permission to hunt his property for turkeys and black bear and so forth as well, and whitetail. It's just really great that the four of us were able to get out here and spend some time together, which I always encourage people. Get in the outdoors, spend time with your buddies, spend time with your family, enjoy it, especially during COVID when there was nothing else we could do anyway. Right?
Right. Yep. This beats being stir crazy at home.
That's right.
Hands
Yeah.
down.
Best way to quarantine? Bear camp. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated.
Okay, the hunt's over. The animal's at the taxidermist. Stay tuned. We got guide grilling. Okay, here's a super simple way to cook up bear meat when you're in camp. You don't need to do anything really fancy. Basically, we're just going to be doing vegetables such as mushrooms and peppers, onion, potatoes, of course the meat, gravy sauce, and we're going to put it in the crock pot and we're going to cook it on the barbecue here today. It'll go for probably about 4 to 6 hours, all depending. So it's very important that when you're cooking your bear meat that you cook it just like you would chicken or pork. You got to make sure that it's cooked at least to a minimum of 165. All right, Corey, you ready to try the camp special black bear killer stew?
Well, if it's anything like the fajita.
It's good?
That's amazing.
Guys, these things are really simple to make right in camp. Make sure you cool your meat down after the kill, and once you've cooled it down, just before freezing at least, go ahead and cook it. You ready, Warren?
Very good. I got ticks.
You?
Somewhere.
Lift up.
No. Hey. Hey, quick get out.
Okay, boys.
Where'd he go? Fuck, he fell down the crack of my ass. Can I get a hole, yeah?
Can I get? Oh no!
Oh no! Oh.
Okay, we're the last weekend of Black Bear.
Last day?
Last day, yeah. Southeastern Manitoba, in the middle of God's country. Nobody else around except 4 horsemen. blasted this beautiful brute of a black bear. Pretty stoked.
I bet you are.
I am very stoked. I couldn't be happier. So all I gotta say is, can I get a oh yeah?
Nobody around. I don't think we're alone.
We ain't alone.
Martin, you should go get my clapper. You should get my clapper. It's in my box. And the thing on the top. Yeah.
I paid for this.
Yeah. It's
Do it, just do it.
it's what guides do, man.
That's hot. Holy, that's hot.
Holy, that's hot.
That is really good.
Can't feel my tongue or the roof of my mouth anymore, but it's good.